Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Faust Talks, and this is Faust Talks. The Faust Talks begin! Alright. I'm going to talk about Warhammer again. Yeah! Because I do like Warhammer. It is fun. A great series. Great lore. Very fun. It has so many different things to it. And as you guys probably have figured out, is one of my favorite groups in Warhammer, or my two favorite groups are, well, the Imperium in general, but the Guard and the Dark Angels. I just like those guys because I've messed with them the most. I played with them, I've learned the most lore with them and like them. Well, mostly not just the Guard in general, but the Cadians. The Cadians and the Guard. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, with the Guard I've mostly been learning. Well, I've learned a lot about them throughout the time and years and things like that I've been playing the game overall in general. But what I've been seeing a lot, mostly online and everything, is how people are playing the Guard. Like new people coming in. Dude, they're not playing the Guard right. Straight up. It's like, yeah, they have some models, but the thing is that everyone just focuses like, oh, I'm just gonna get big old tanks and play tanks. Oh, I keep losing. Why do I keep losing? The Guard sucks. Oh. The Guard needs guardsmen to actually do something. Because those are like the only units you have that have objectives secure, that can actually go do stuff and hold points and fight. And there's a reason why they're so damn cheap. Right now, currently in 9th edition, they are 60 points, a Guard squad. And that literally covers everything that they can use. So they pretty much added in some points and saying like, hey, you can bring absolutely any weapon, any special weapon, any heavy weapon, anything extra for free when you're playing the Guard. So like the point cost is already put in there. Let's say like in 9th edition, the Guard was 40 points. And if you wanted to bring a fully racked out Guard squad and everything, it was usually like about 75 points to bring them. With everything that they had, and all the crazy and all the good, all the other fun junk that they had with them. But with 9th edition, they're like, hey, we're just going to knock it down to 60, and now you can bring everything. So it's pretty much everyone. They jump in there. The sergeant has a power sword, a plasma pistol. The special weapon is a plasma gun or melter gun, depending on what you're planning to do with that. And the special weapon is either a rocket launcher or a las gun, depending on what you are planning to do with it. Not a las gun, but a las cannon. Alright, so just for normal, basic construction for everybody, and what they should be doing with Guard is they should be bringing a minimum of 6 guardsmen squads. So a total of 60 guardsmen, or not a total, but a minimum of 60 guardsmen. So that right there will be like 300 something points right there. Like 320 points, I think that's what it was. But yeah, you bring that, and then bring 2 company commanders. So each one is about 35 points. Yeah, they're a little bit more expensive than... they're kind of expensive, 35 points. That's like half a guardsman squad. Oh yes, it is half a guardsman squad. But the thing is that the company commanders can give 2 orders a turn. And orders are now a AoE area. So like everything within 6 inches of them, they can get the order. You can say like, hey, they received this order too. That allows them to, the orders allows them to do so much more. So like say with Cadians. So with Cadians, you can stand still, you can keep a unit still, give them orders. You can choose to give them aim. Aim allows them to reroll ones, but if they didn't move, they get to reroll all hit rolls. Take it down pretty much lets you reroll ones. First rank, second rank turns your rapid fire weapons into giving it +1 to the rapid fire. So pretty much your las guns become rapid fire 2, which is quite powerful if you're within 12 inches of them. And then there's other orders, like for the Emperor, is that if your guys have fallen back, they can shoot as if they did not fall back. Or equip bayonets or something like that allows them to fight in the shooting phase as if it was the fight phase. Okay, these orders seem like okay, they're not bad. They do a little bit. Dude, okay, with how the guardsmen are and how they move, that literally damn near doubles them. It's like a single guardsman can do over double of what they can normally do, or just straight up double. It just doubles them. So instead of like, oh, I'm shooting with 10 guardsmen with a single unit, now it's 20 guardsmen. And just stuff like that. It increases them so much that where they're literally doubling what they can do. And it is actually very, very powerful. They can hit, they literally are hitting far above their level when you give them orders like that. When you give them all the different orders, they just become a different, that squad becomes something different. And yeah, the company commander is, I usually just give them a bolter and give them a power sword since that's free. And then since they have a bolter, they can join in and shoot and fight like everyone else can. And yeah, they can actually contribute. But remember, is that you can get a platoon commander, which gives 1 order, or a company commander that's an HQ for 10 more points, 2 orders. That makes a world of difference, dude. And then just having that many bodies out there, that's a screen, and also you have a large force to take objectives. So 60 guys right there, and then with how most people are, is like, oh crap, they're in my way. And like one of the favorite orders I love to use, if I ever go first, turn 1, or depending on turn 2, is called move, move, move. You can have a guard squad move again as if it was the movement phase. So you can pretty much advance the guard squad, and then you advance them 9 inches, move. Next turn, or like shooting phase, you get in that order, and then they go 12 inches this time. So the joke is, guardsmen can move faster than Eldar jet bikes, and which they can. Eldar jet bikes are usually like 22 inches, and you can get the guardsmen squad up to moving 24 inches, which is kind of ridiculous that they are faster than Eldar jet bikes, which they can be, which is highly powerful. And then just having the guard squads moving like that, you have 2 company commanders for orders. I usually get the chimeras, 2 chimeras, just so that that the other 2 guard squads are in there. And then I give the orders to the guardsmen. They go sailing off. They go sailing off. They get to do what they do. And even if the commander advances too, he can still give orders. So remember that. You can always give orders with the commanders as long as they're alive. Alright. Then with the vehicles. So run 60 guard squads or 6 guard squads, and then run 2 company commanders. That is that should be the base of every list. That is auto include. That is when you make your list, you automatically have like 400 points. Like literally 400 points are taken up for that. So every list that you make is going to be 1,600 points that you are making, because that list Every list will have that. Just because you're moving. Because that allows you to have so much different things and so many different things going on. Trust me. If you don't do that, you're not playing Guard right. Okay, next, the secondary is with vehicles. With the vehicles is, yes, they are good, they are powerful, but remember, the vehicles can also get orders too. So if you're going to be running vehicles, definitely be running a tank commander. If you can make that tank commander your warlord, where they had the ability to give more orders, or make them the ace where they can give more orders, do it. And with your tank commander, give them a special, like the Cadian, or the Cadians are great with their tanks, because they're most of the time is, if you're going to choose battle cannons, you ain't going to be moving, because it has a 72-inch range for the shots. That's 6 feet, dude. About 6 feet. It's highly powerful, has stupid range, and does some decent damage. And with your tank commander, give them the gatekeeper cannon, because it's a battle cannon that does 3 damage base. Instead of D3 damage, it's just 3 damage base. With your tank commander hitting on 3s, not moving, re-rolling 1s, and because they move within less than half their distance, they have grinding gears, so they can shoot up to 12 times with their battle cannon. And yeah, that's some decent damage right there. And then if you make them the tank commander, or if you make them your warlord and give them master of command, and then also give them the tank ace ability of, what's that called again? Of like steel commander or something like that. Dude, you have 3 orders right there. So it's like, hey, you can take 3 other tanks with you, where you can give them orders, or just 2 other tanks, and the commander can give himself orders. So you're just giving a lot of stuff to your tanks. Because like one of my favorite things that the Cadians have is called the grind, like grinded to dust. It allows you to re-roll like any weapon that you have that rolls for how many shots. It allows you to re-roll any of those dice, which is useful, because there's sometimes that I'm right there and it's like, oh hey, I roll a 6 and I roll a 1. Oh hey, I have grind to dust and I didn't move my guy, so I can re-roll 1s, and I re-roll that. Yeah, so I can re-roll 1s on hits, and with the grind to dust I can re-roll that dice that had the low shots, and then I roll like a 5 or a 4, and it's like, dude, that's better. 10 shots right there. 10 shots, 11 shots. And then you give them to all the other tanks. The same thing is, yeah, the normal Lehman Russes hit on 4s, but that's still a 50% chance. And then with re-rolling 1s, that allows them to hit at least 22% more, which is very powerful, dude, because they didn't move and they're just popping off everything. And then I like to have plasma cannons for the sponsored weapons. And for the whole weapons, I usually like to have the heavy flamers, or depending on the army. If it's more of a melee army, heavy flamers. If it's a range army, las cannons. Yeah, because that las cannon, dude, you're able to punch that does some damage right there. It's 9 strength, AP, armor piercing 3. D6 damage right there. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Main reason why I'm talking about Cadians is because they have that born soldier skill. Is if they stay still and don't move, they get to re-roll 1s. That's great for infantry, great for vehicles. It's like, dude, this is just awesome. And just keep rolling with it, dude. Because the tanks don't need to move, so they can re-roll 1s. But the other thing too is, like, turn 1, yeah, you're probably not going to shoot, but you do want to get in some decent range, or at least have your vehicle like slightly obscured by, obscured or behind some cover, just so they get a little bit more benefit. And yeah, dude, Cadians are one of the best ways to run guard. Yeah, there's other things that you can do, is like Talaran. I actually like Talaran quite a lot too, is because Talaran, they're all about the speed. Yeah, and their special order is pretty much shoot and move. It's like you can move, and then after that, you can give them the order to shoot and move, so they can shoot and then move again. So I pretty much just move, since the tank goes 5 inches, I go 4.5 inches move, so that's less than half. Shoot, and then, during the shoot phase, I get the order to shoot and move again, so I can shoot and then advance them, which is amazing. It's like, dude, Talarans are fast. And the great thing about the Talaran is that all heavy weapons do not suffer any penalties whenever a vehicle moves and shoots with it. And grinding gears allows you to use your main turret weapon without any negative to moving and shooting. And then the Talaran ability also allows your infantry to advance and still shoot. Yeah, had to honk right there. I probably could have waited, but I was kind of in a weird little awkward angle. But yeah, it allows you to move and shoot more. They are great for that. They're all about the speed, like moving as fast as they can and shooting as much as they can. They are great, dude, straight up. And there's other things like with the Ashramiltarum, the guard. There is other groups like the Tempestus Scions. You can choose to run them. So pretty much think of them as the big toy soldiers. They have a lot of different things too, but I really haven't played them during 9th edition, so I can't say too much about them. But alright then, guys, so that's pretty much my little rant about the guard and how people aren't playing them right. Alright, so like and subscribe, share, help the channel grow, help this community grow. Help me become bigger than what I am. Some random dude on a cell phone driving around talking. But alright then, guys. Remember, most importantly of all, always love a Calown. You all take care now.